Hi, and welcome to the West Cooking Show. I'm your host today, Joey Quibido with Cash Sarah and Big Wrigley here in Opelousas.
I'm Chef Jason Huguet, Steamboat Warehouse in Washington, Louisiana.
Today we have a very special guest. Our own Jason will be cooking for us. He's got two different dishes that he's going to do for us. So we have a couple of ingredients to get here at Cash Saver.
Yes.
So Jason, tell us what we need.
Okay, so one of the dishes I'm going to kind of show you and keep secret till the show. But one of the dishes that we're going to do is an appetizer that I've been asked plenty of times for the recipe. It's called Sidesaddle Angels. It's one of our most popular appetizers. So we're going to make that. So some of the ingredients we're going to need today is some jalapeno peppers.
Okay.
These are the ones we get at Steamboat. We get them in the jar as a whole jalapeno. And what we do is we cut the stems off, cut them long ways in half, and we de-seed them and everything. And we're going to show you how to do that in our in our first dish today. So let's get two more ingredients before we run.
Let's go shopping.
All right.
Okay, Jason, we're now at the smoked meat area. You said something about some bacon, so
yes. So
which one do you
in the
prefer?
Sidesaddle Angels, and we're actually going to use this ingredient in the second dish as well.
Okay.
But in our Sidesaddle Angel recipe, one of the key ingredients, very important, is applewood smoked bacon. We really like to use that because it has a very distinct flavor. Nice. We love it.
You'd be surprised how many people are now getting to know applewood bacon, because I'm telling you, it's unbelievable.
It's one of the greatest bacons I've ever used. So today we just need one pack would be plenty. Just
That's
to
all
kind
I
of
can
show
say,
you.
applewood smoked bacon.
Green for the apple.
Yep.
So, okay, one more ingredient is kind of a key ingredient, so let's go get some shrimp.
Okay.
And then we'll head to the boat after that.
Yes, sir. One more stop.
All right, Joey, so we're here in the seafood section.
Yes, sir.
So what we need to get is probably the most key ingredient for these two appetizers we're gonna make today, shrimp. So we usually use a sort of a large shrimp, anything with about a 2630 or bigger.
Above.
Yeah. So you'll have 1,000 different kinds of shrimp to choose from.
And basically
today.
what it is, Jason, I'm sure everybody knows pretty much if they live around here, is the number on the shrimp is the size of the shrimp per pound.
Right. So 2630 means there's 26 to 30 shrimp per pound of shrimp.
Right. And the higher the number, the bigger the shrimp.
So we have all the sizes you can choose from. You have all the smaller shrimps that you would use in stuffings or any kind of sauces or stuff like that. And you also have some the size of frying or boiling or anything like that, or broiling. So today what we're going to use is this little pack right here. This is a 1625 count headless shrimp. And basically we're going to peel them and leave the tail segment on to see how large these shrimp are. So we're going to use those, something like that. And so we're going to bring these to the steamboat, and we're going to prep those up, and then we're going to show you the two appetizers that we're going to make this morning.
Okay, let's get cooking. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, we have Jason here, and we picked up a few ingredients at Cash Saver in Opelousas, and he's going to be making us two nice, wonderful dishes. One was really been requested for us to do on the show. So, Jason, where do we begin?
Okay, today we're going to be making, like you said, one that's been requested for many years, and also one that we've had a lot of people ask for the recipe. How do you make it? It's very simple, very, very, very simple, and I'll show you that in a minute. But first, we want to kind of show you a dish that was, it came about years ago because one of our really, really good loyal customers over the long period of years, his name was Manny Veltan. He just recently passed away. And we did this for him. In honor of him? In honor of him. We brought it back. We hadn't done it in many years. And so we've been running for the past couple of weeks. And we're just going to show you that real quick. So what we'll do is to make shrimp Manny. We take the applewood smoked bacon that we got from the Cash Saver, and we take one long strip of bacon. And what I do is take it and cut it in half. I'm gonna put this on the side real quick. So then I take some provolone cheese, this is some smoked provolone cheese, and just cut into a nice little cube. And so we're gonna put that right there. Also, we take some jalapeno peppers. We cut them nice size like this. And I'm gonna show you how to come to that point. What we do is we take these that we got from Cash Saver earlier, the jar, of whole jalapenos, Cajun Chef, and we cut the stem end off. Then what we're gonna do is we cut it lengthways, and see all the seeds and the little veins. That's what makes it hot. If you like it spicy, you can leave that, but it's a little too spicy.
Yeah, it's too spicy.
So what we do is we pull all this out. Be careful if you're doing it with your hands without a glove, because one year I did this with fresh jalapenos. I did it with so many of them that I had like this very intense burn.
For a couple of days.
Yeah, I had to actually call the emergency room, and because I was still working. So that's what we do. We get our little piece of jalapeno pepper. I like to put the cheese right in there. Very simple, jalapeno peppers and provolone cheese. And then we take our shrimp, and you just kind of want to put it right there. And so what we do, I guess, we take our bacon, fold it over, and we'll squeeze it or pull it as tight as you can. Tight as you can. Take one of our little skewers. You want to make sure you go through the shrimp and all the insides and the bacon itself.
To hold everything together.
Simple, right? So if you want to turn on our little hot grill, put it on low,
Sure.
Joey. Show you real quick. There you go. That's it.
That's it.
Go all the way to the low. Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
So very simple. On that note, so we have some right here that we've already pre-done, and I just want to show you how this is how we get an order for it at Steamboat. We take our little basting butter, which we've seen plenty of times in the past. I've used this. I use this on so many items. Very simple. Fresh minced garlic, butter, melted butter, Worcestershire sauce, and lemon juice. So we just basically let's just take the top side. We want to baste it real lightly, and we want to put it on a little hot skillet. At this point, all you're trying to do is really get a little crust on the side. We'll go ahead while we're at it. We got 2 of them. Since this is how we do it at Steamboat. Let's crank it up just a little bit, Joey.
And then Jason, so many people, it's like bacon's bacon. I mean, it's all the same. It's totally different. I mean,
It's not all the
when
same.
you taste an Applewood bacon, trust me, you know the difference.
Yes. I mean, any bacon will work in this dish if you're doing it at home. If you have some bacon on hand instead of going to the store and buying some, feel free to do that.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah.
But my choice has always really been Applewood smoked bacon, just because of the
flavor.
different flavor it has. It goes so well in anything. This past Sunday, for Father's Day, we did some ribs, which came out like really, really delicious. Very basic. Seasoned it, threw it on a grill, a pit, just to get the smoky flavor. Put it in the little slow roaster I have for 5 hours.
Oh, gosh.
And we've made our own homemade barbecue sauce, which is one that we used to make here years ago, for so many years. Hadn't really done it in a while, so I said, let's bring it back out. And basically just, hit it with the barbecue sauce as it's going out. And, the bones you could pull out clean. So it was a really good treat.
Don't start, Jason.
But
Okay, you have to run it on special, and you have to call me before you run it.
And we may do it again in the next few weeks on a Sunday. It's a Sunday dish.
Because I'm a rib person. I really love ribs.
My mama is too, and she wasn't even here for it. But anyway, the baked beans we use, I say baked beans, we made a pork and beans from scratch. Simple dish, everyone knows how to make it, but we used Applewood smoked bacon that we buy here at Steamboat. And it just makes such a different flavor in there. A little brown sugar, a little bit of secret stuff. And
secret stuff? Yeah,
right.
I need secret stuff.
So, it just worked out perfect, and we sold out, and it was delicious. So let's see what kind of color we're getting right here. See how we're getting a little sear on there? That's what you're looking for. And actually, if you have time, of course we have little time constraints this morning on the TV show, but I like to usually get a little bit more of a sear than this. But what's gonna happen is we're gonna actually take our little hot plate that we use here at Steamboat, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of put a little butter on there so it doesn't stick.
Okay.
And we're gonna put this in the oven. And now when we put it in the oven, it's gonna actually get its own brown color and everything on it. So you're trying to get a little color and a little just crispiness on it already. It kind of helps it cook a little faster when it's in the oven. Gives it a little color, makes it pretty. But it's gonna finish off in the oven anyway. So we'll do that, and it's gonna be pretty, and we'll show you how to plate it up.
Sounds really good. I mean, I'm actually really interested in the next one, which is the side saddles, which is one of the things they've been asking for a long time.
Yes, and when I show you just how easy it is, you're really gonna say,
yeah, it's like, how it can be so simple, yeah.
Right. So, all right, so we're gonna take our shrimp mayonnaise. Do like that. See, we got a little better color on that one.
So you say you're gonna stick this in the oven, Jason. How, temperature-wise, time-wise?
Well, our oven's over here, since you're trying to, do things as fast as possible.
Correct.
I'm basting it real quick, and I'm putting a little bit of our seasoning on it. That's gonna help brown it a little bit also. And we're gonna put this in the oven, like I said, 450. It's the highest it goes, our ovens. And this is gonna probably take from here, probably another 10, 15 minutes, just because you wanna make sure the bacon's fully cooked.
Correct.
So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna put that in the oven, and when we come back, we can start rolling our side saddles. I'll show you how to do that, and we can go ahead and drop that.
Sounds good. So Jason, go ahead and put this in the oven for us, and that'll be cooking while we come back and start the side saddle like you said, and we'll come back to what's cooking more in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, Jason's here. He's cooking. We're starting the second wonderful dish that he has for us today. The first one, the mayonnaise dish, is in the oven now, cooking for us, and he's going to start working on the side saddle.
Yes.
So, Jason, where do we begin?
Okay, so Joey, the whole reason for this show, and we're doing side saddles because so many people have asked over the years, just people dining in and all that. How do you make them? What's in them? Because you can read the menu, it's great. But we're going to show you today how very simple it is. Anyone can do this at home. All these ingredients you can find at Cash Saver. The oysters are sometimes seasonal. Sometimes
correct,
you can find them there, sometimes you can't. Depends on.
Just like crabby, crawfish, and everything else, yeah.
So, so we're going to take the same bacon that we use for the shrimp mayonnaise, applewood smoked bacon. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stretch it out long lengthwise, and I'm going to cut it in half. Very simple. So I'm going to take it. I'm gonna tell you the reason why we call this side saddle angels is because we're gonna take our shrimp, and if you see, it makes a little saddle. Shrimp makes a saddle. So we're gonna take some oysters that we have here, and you're gonna put the oyster right in the saddle and tuck it in. Now, years ago, when this recipe first was invented here, we would we'd buy some cracked black pepper bacon. Then, after a while, that product was no longer available anymore. So we'd basically take our bacon and add cracked black pepper to it. Over the years, it's just kind of faded away, the black pepper part. And what we do is we just put a lot more seasoning on the shrimp and everything else. So it's good either way. You can do it at home if you want to do it that way and try it. Some people don't like too much like black pepper, like too coarse black. I do. I think it's great.
I love black.
It's two different things.
Love
So what we're gonna do is same thing like the shrimp mayonnaise. We're gonna fold it over and we're gonna pull in as tight as we can and roll it. That helps it to stay together while we're actually frying them. So we're gonna take our skewers. Same thing. You want to make sure you go through the shrimp, the bacon, obviously, and the oyster to keep it all intact. Very simple.
Yep, very simple. In fact, Jason, you talk about the skewers. Just to let everybody know that the skewers are available at Cash Saver, or Piggly Wiggly here in Opelousas. As long as most of the fresh ingredients that Jason's using here, especially applewood bacon, the shrimp, and everything. And 2 locations here in Opelousas.
8410 Highway 182 North or 1305 Heather Drive.
Which is Cash Saver.
Cash Saver, where we were this morning.
And the phone numbers to reach them.
Phone numbers is 948-8199, or the North Store is 948-9427.
Or they can find a copy of this recipe on where?
KDCG.com.
And click on the What's Cooking show and scroll down all the recipe archives.
Or
and
some of
this is going to come
last
up. And
few recipe shows we had. You can check those out too.
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so at this stage, I like to season them a little lightly, not too much because we have seasoning on the inside with the shrimp and the oysters. So we're just gonna kind of flip these around, just like that. And very simple. We have a little egg batter with a little bit of buttermilk in it. And we also put a little bit of whole milk in it just to make sure that it's not too thick.
Too thick, yeah.
Because if it's too thick, you're just gonna have this really thick batter that you don't really want more batter on it than actual ingredients, Now,
Jason, a lot of times you'll see like at different restaurants have bacon wrapped stuff, but this is probably the first time I've ever seen it actually battered.
Really? Yeah. Well, we also do variations of this with like we'll do just oysters wrapped in bacon on skewers, and we'll just kind of dredge them in white flour
Okay.
and deep fry them. So we're gonna take our little basket, make sure it's hot, and we're gonna drop it in there.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
This grease is about 340, 350. Drop these in, make sure they're totally submerged. And that's about it.
Okay, Jason.
For now.
Like frying wise, you going maybe 2-3 minutes or 4 minutes or?
Well, I hate to give it a time frame right now because obviously these aren't our commercial fryers in the
Right,
kitchen.
yeah.
When we're doing this in the kitchen on a night of service, I mean we fry. We don't fry at 350. We fry at about 330, 340 because I feel like 350 is a little too hot to where you'll cook the outside and it's dark and it's pretty and golden, but the inside may still be a little bit undercooked.
Undercooked, right.
Especially with something like this, you want the bacon fully cooked. So to do so, you really want them dark, except not too dark. So you have to
Right.
watch them really close. In our commercial fryer, I mean, maybe 2-3 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. Today's obviously going to take a little bit longer because of we're not using a commercial fryer. This is my small little electric fryer from home.
Right.
I use it here sometimes, but I use them on TV shows, stuff like that. I love this little fryer.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
And
Very nice.
it works perfect. It says 350. It's at 350, but for some reason it's being an electric fryer, not a gas fryer. It takes a little bit longer than it would in the kitchen. So,
Yeah, your commercial fries is always like a lot
Yeah.
faster than,
and it has its
small
own
ones.
thermostat.
Yeah, definitely. We both used to those big commercial fryers. and
Yeah.
We love them to death. But just
You can't live
use
without
them at home.
No, you can't
just
live
not
without
for
them.
2 people.
Well, no, because you fill them up with all this grease and or oil, and then what happens is if you fry just a little bit of stuff in it, you
Use it for a
Yes.
couple of weeks and then it starts
Right.
turning rancid and everything else. So you're just wasting money.
right. And that's grease. This oil that we buy is not cheap. So
No, definitely not cheap. Especially when you get the expensive,
yeah, heavy duty.
like peanut oil and everything else.
Right.
It's really,
Especially
Yeah,
the ones
really.
that's heavy duty that you want. It has a longer life.
that's correct, yeah. Definitely. And you sell quite a bit of these, or?
This dish is actually won a couple of gold medals before over the years. Years ago, we used to bring it to some cooking competitions and it won gold medals. It's probably one of our top 2 selling appetizers, and we have about 8 or 10 apps. I've never really counted them, but we have we have a lot of appetizers on the menu. Plus, we always do a couple of different special apps on a special sheet
Right.
during the week
right.
and the weekend. So
French onion soup.
yes,
My
about time for that.
favorite.
I almost made some this weekend, but I figured
What
Father's Day.
happened?
I
What
did seafood gumbo. It was a little
Oh yeah,
bit
Father's
easier.
Day weekend. Yeah, it's kind of rough when you get around those holidays to get. 'Cause, I mean, you're so busy. I know Tad was telling me how busy they were at the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Out yet, so,
Especially where he's at. He's at a steakhouse.
Yeah.
So that's where the daddies want to go.
yeah, exactly.
If
So,
not, they're going to be doing it in the backyard.
yeah,
you know?
you're right. All right, Jason, we're gonna go ahead and let these fry for a little while, and our Manny is in, shrimp Manny.
I'm going to
is
go
the
check that in
oven,
a second.
And we're gonna go ahead and get that in the oven, and we're gonna take a short break, and we're gonna come back with more of what's cooking. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, Jason's going to be finishing up our shrimp Manny, which is a special dish, and also the side saddles, which are getting ready to come out the fryer right as we speak.
Yes. So let's go
and
ahead.
we're going to go ahead and plate everything up.
All right, we're going to pull these out. You want to check these out, pretty golden brown,
Beautiful.
while we drain the grease. Very simple.
Very, very nice.
So this is how we plate these up. These 2 dishes go so well with the light little tangy sauce. Our remoulade sauce that we make here, we've actually used this on the show before also. So the recipe should already be online on the paid website. So we're gonna put a little bit of this down on both of these. And real quickly, we're gonna take our pan that's really hot. Just came out of the oven, you can see that. You can see how the cheese is starting to melt out of it and everything. You wanna put all that on the plate as well. To me, that's the best part.
Oh, yeah,
Little
definitely.
crunchy cheese. And if I wouldn't have forgotten my spatula in the kitchen, I'd be using that to get all that off of there. See, I think this is the best.
That's all right. I'll take care of that after a while, Jason.
Okay, I'll leave some of that for you.
All right.
So, really simple. I'm gonna kind of keep our plates clean as possible. Let's get that out of here. Now, we're gonna put just a little bit of green onions, just for a little bit of garnish. You don't want to over garnish this. You can serve that with some lemon wedges, and you can actually squeeze some fresh lemon on top. So that's one, shrimp mani. It's got some jalapenos, provolone cheese, and crispy bacon on the outside, but not too overcooked where it's too crispy. So now we're gonna take our Sidesaddle angels. You can get these, all right, here you go. Got little skewers. Let's see what's the most presentation side. All right, I'm gonna do it like that. Really simple. Gonna garnish this one with a little bit of parsley, fresh chopped parsley. Very simple again.
And there you go, picture perfect.
There you go. Two nice, very simple appetizers you can do at home. One of them is our most popular, well, one of our most popular, that and probably eggplant bell rolls. Just the fried eggplant medallions with the crab meat cream sauce with shrimp and crab meat on top. And those are probably the two biggest sellers. Shrimp mani, when we do this on special, it is the biggest selling app of the night. Every time.
Why.
Every time.
Seriously.
And over the years, I've actually had 4 or 5 people that I could name, like off the top of my tongue, tip of my tongue, that would always ask me, "Are you doing it? Can you do it this weekend? Can you do it next weekend? Whatever." So
I'll be one from now on.
well, there it is. So we'll have it this weekend. So if you want to check
I'm
it
having
out,
right now.
well, there you go. We'll have it in a few minutes.
Well, again, Jason, thank you so much for presenting these wonderful appetizers to us. I mean, two of you, I mean, no doubt bestsellers.
Oh yeah,
And everything
award-winning.
around the Steamboat is a bestseller. So
And award-winning, that one.
yeah,
is,
definitely award-winning.
I have to put that one in the competition.
Yeah,
no,
you do. You
Soiree,
have to.
September 11th this year.
That's right.
2017.
No, huh?
Nah,
Maybe.
I'm thinking about it.
Maybe.
We'll see. Maybe
All
I
right,
might
we'll
come
see.
back.
We want to thank everybody for watching What's Cooking Show, and I want you to join us back next week when we have another fantastic cook like Jason. Come back and do us a nice, wonderful meal for us.
And check out your local Piggly Wiggly stores before
That's
it closes
right.
out.
Both stores here in Opelousas, the Cash Saver on the south side and Piggly Wiggly here on the north side. And get all
8410
your-
Highway 182 North.
That's
is
right.
the North Store. And 1305 Heather Drive. And check them out. Check us out at Steamboat. Check out the website.
And check out us next week on What's Cooking.